Yeah, I think under Nathan Knorr, subsequent to Judge Rutherford's death in 1942, and after World War II, there was, a boom concurrent with the baby boom and the witnesses. And I think the image of the witnesses was that they were conscientious objectors regarding military service rather than the real reason that they didn't join, which was they could not have dual loyalty. And they certainly cultivated their image, constantly describing themselves as Christians, even though they harshly disagreed with many of the most basic beliefs of Christianity. So there was this door-to-door organized effort on their part. Every witness was required to do what became known as pioneering, which meant that you are a publisher, you have so many tracts, you go to door, and these people were held accountable. They would have to make note of how many hours they did this type of work, how many people they talked to, how many tracts they placed, and everything was scripted. I mean, their Bible studies are scripted, their presentation at the door is largely scripted, and so they honed their recruitment skills, and they repeatedly, expect their members to go out and do this type of work. And oftentimes they'll bring their children with them. And I think that this is also scripted because you're much less likely to say something harsh in front of a child or slam your door in the face of a child than if they came there by themselves only as adults. So what the witnesses would do is orchestrate a lot of this outreach. Another thing they would do, and this has come out repeatedly, is they would go through the obituaries in newspapers or online now and find out who has been widowed, who is a widower, who is a widow, who is going through a grieving process, which makes them more vulnerable in that time of pain. And they would then come to the door of a recently widowed individual, and then they would share what they believe about the end and doomsday and so forth at a time of personal crisis, a time of bereavement when people are very, very vulnerable. So the witnesses have developed these type of tactics and techniques that have been very effective.